Hey, welcome to a brand new day, brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. I hope you're doing fantastically blessed and well today. All I ask, you know it, all I ask is 30 minutes to give you the top 10 tips you need to live your best life or grow your business. I hope all is well in your world. I'm doing pretty good. I'm liking how yellow looks on me. I don't know. What do you think? Are you kind of a yellow person or more of a blue person, more of a green person? Either way, let's start the show where, again, it's all about you and how you can live your best life and or grow your business. So with that, let's get this show on the road. Are you excited? I'm sure excited to begin the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Places to travel. Ooh, do you like to travel? I hope you have a passport. And I'm curious, have you been anywhere outside of your country? I've traveled to several countries, Japan and Malaysia and Jamaica and Trinidad and India and on and on and on and on. What about you? Travel is so important. New York Times put together a little thing here, 52 places to go. 52 places to go, and I thought it would be of interest. I mean, it lists so many places. I'm not going to go through all the places it mentions, but number one it talks about is the path of totality. It mentions North America, which is where I'm based. Number two is Paris, bonjour, Paris, France. Let's see some other places it mentions, China and India. Let's go down really far and see if we can scroll down here. I just saw Morocco. I'm looking here now to the 30s, and let's see what's number 30 is. Waterford, Ireland. So listen, here's the bottom line. If you haven't been out of your comfort zone, you haven't traveled, you haven't gone anywhere, maybe this is the year. Maybe this is your time to get out and about and travel a bit. What's your favorite country to go to? I'm curious. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle on Instagram, and let me know what's the favorite country, the favorite city you've been at before. Travel's so important. I think travel makes you wiser. Connecting to other people can be a really cool thing to do. That's what I found. Even getting on the plane itself is a pretty cool thing to do. Travel's important. I know some people may be scared of the plane. I get it. Maybe you cramp up when you travel, your legs are back or something like that. But those of you who can, travel. I love travel. I love a hotel, been to Airbnbs. I can travel all over. So that's number one on the Rundown with Ramon, encouraging you to travel. Let's see what's next. Ding, 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 ding. Employee or contractor, there are some new rules that are coming forth. Biden administration rule seeks to make more gig workers employees. Now, this debate is not new. This has been going back and forth, especially in the United States for some time, but I encourage you to be very careful. If you're hiring contract workers and you're not following the rules and you're just doing that to skirt laws, to skirt really what you know you should be doing the right way, you can get in trouble for it. That's a big ding, 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 ding. So I encourage you to talk to your financial advisor, your accountant, talk to somebody who knows the IRS rules, talk to a good lawyer, and make sure as you're hiring people that they indeed are contractors and not employees. Because if you're hiring employees based on what the IRS may say it is, and if you're classifying them though as contractors, you can be in big mistakes. So the Biden administration is good. This rule will go into effect in some time here, but I'm telling you, it's something to be careful of. We small business owners, we always have this debate. Is it a contractor or is it an employee? Now, keep in mind, independent contractors don't receive federal labor protection, says this article in the Wall Street Journal. They don't receive labor protection such as minimum wage, workers' compensations, or employment or unemployment benefits. Some companies improperly count employees as contractors to avoid paying for those protections, says the Labor Department. So if you don't want to be jacked up, you don't want to have your business scrutinized and be under the law and have to pay fines, I encourage you to reconsider how you might be classifying or not classifying your next employee or contractor. Again, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon, where we help you live your best life, help you grow your business. All I ask, 30 minutes of your time to give you, you know what, top 10 tips to help you grow your business or live your best life. Ding, 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 ding. The restaurant business is changing, the New York Times wrote about. Now, Barbara Lynch was a prolific chef who had a number of restaurants, was alleged to do some not so great things. And I'm not trying to go there, according to the New York Times article. But the point I'm making here is that she said post-pandemic realities, financial mismanagement, and an uncooperative landlord caused her to have to close a number of the restaurants she's opened. Here's what I want to bring out. The point is not what happened with this restaurant owner, but times change. Economies change, marketplaces change. And my admonition, my thought of you today is to understand whatever business you're in, make sure you understand the market conditions. Make sure you understand how things work in that particular business you're in. My friend Scott Simons, who's a leader with Liza Borchers and others at Carter Myers Automotive in Virginia. The car industry is a different industry than a restaurant. Restaurant's a different industry than a shoe retail store, and a shoe retail store is a different industry than a law firm. So I encourage you to understand what industry you're in and how it's working. It's difficult to be in a restaurant, as this article says. The Barbara, one of the owners, says, Boston is no longer the same place where I opened 7 restaurants. Wow. Over the last 25 years, she wrote, properties have been flipped, and the landlords just want the rents that only national change can sustain. So again, this is an article really about a restaurateur and some things, whatever. And I don't want to get into that. But the point I'm making is that to encourage you, as we're in business, as we're growing our businesses, make sure you grow them the best you can, and make sure that you recognize what's happening with the economy around you. You can't stick your head in the sand and try to run things as usual, because if you try to run things as usual, you'll get run over. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 tips to grow your business. Let me know what you think about that. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know what's going on with you and your business, and if you're recognizing that times are shifting. 8 tools for your SEO game, says our friends at Yoast. Yoast is an amazing tool. I use it. There's a few cool tools you can use to help better SEO. Now, you may be saying, Ramon, what is SEO? Most of you by now may know what SEO is. SEO stands for search engine optimization. That means when you're doing your articles and things online, that you can get Google or Bing or other search engines to better find the content on your website. There's certain ways you can do this right, certain ways you can do this wrong, and certain ways you can do it, it won't make a difference. So this is something that you really, really need to consider. 8 AI tools for your SEO game. A few of the tools is number 1, ChatGPT. ChatGPT can be an amazing way to help you take things that you may have and say, reformat this better with AI. Reformat this better for SEO with the power of AI. Another great feature is the possibility to tweak your request along the way. So if you ask ChatGPT to write an introduction for a blog post on a specific topic and the answer it comes with is too long, you can then ask it to shorten it and it will do so. So ChatGPT is a powerful tool for blogging and all kind of things. The tool I use, and I use ChatGPT as well, is Jasper. Jasper.ai is a powerful tool, kind of competes directly with ChatGPT. And I believe that it's a little different because it gets its algorithms and feeds from different locations. So it says another AI tool that you can use to produce content is Jasper, but it is more focused on producing marketing content like blog posts, social posts, email, and etc. Whereas ChatGPT targets a wider audience. So both tools are good. Both tools are different. I use it to create blog posts. You can go into Jasper and say, write me a blog post about XYZ, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Number 3, keyword insights. A vital but time-consuming part of SEO is keyword research. So AI can help you with keyword research at all as well. There's a tool called, and an overview of related keywords, in fact, called Keyword Insights. It's a paid tool that has several pricing options. So look at that tool called Keyword Insights. SEMrush. I've used SEMrush. I've seen it before. SEMrush SEO Writing Assistant. Another writing tool powered by AI is the SEO Writing Assistant you can find in SEMrush. This tool analyzes your text. So that's number 4. Number 5, Market Muse. Ooh, what's Market Muse? When looking at AI tools that can help you, Market Muse is another one we want to mention. In short, Market Muse is a content planning and optimization software that comes with loads of SEO and optimization features. I'm not going to go through this whole list, except I'll mention some of the few. You can go back to this, DM me, AI tools or something, and I'll try to find this and send it to you if you want. But Originality AI, Grammarly, and last but not least, Yoast SEO and WooCommerce SEO. Listen, if you want your comment to boom and blast and soar, you need to dial in the SEO game. It absolutely is so important. Ding, 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 ding. Top marketing channels. Our friends at HubSpot list some of the top marketing channels that people are using and looking at. And they have in this list here, 1 are websites and blogs. I want you to ask yourself, do you have a good website? Are you blogging on a regular basis? If you're not, it could be hurting you. People want to find information. They want to find credibility. They want to connect with you and build trust. And if you're not blogging, you're not doing content marketing, you'll find they can't find you. Number 2 is email marketing. The power of email marketing should not be understated. Email marketing is a powerful, powerful way to connect with people right in their inbox. Video marketing. Are you using video in your business? What about social media? So those are some top marketing channels, and in marketing channels to focus on, it breaks down the list further. Social media, websites, video marketing, influencer marketing is powerful, and more. So I encourage you, as you're thinking of how you're going to market, as you're thinking of how you're going to better grow your business, I want you to really have this in consideration. What tools are you using to get to the next level? What channels are you focusing on? And let me tell you a little secret. You don't have to use all the tools. My admonition to you is use the ones where your customers are at. Use the ones that you do best. Use the ones maybe you're most familiar with. That's the name of the game. You don't have to do everything, but you do want to be smart about what you do. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about this? Does marketing kind of stymie you? I think the word is. Does marketing sometimes frustrate you? Maybe it does, but marketing is so important. If you're trying to run a successful business, there's a few things you got to do. A few things you got to do to run a successful business. This is a fact. And if you're not doing these things, you don't earn the right to grow your business. So what are the things you need to do? 1, got to do marketing. Got to get people attention. Got to get them to your business. You got to market. Got to build trust. You got to convert them. You got to sell them. Marketing is important. Number 2 is your money. Make sure your money's dialed in. Number 3 is your mindset for business. I tell you this because I don't want you just to be a one-trick business. I want you to have that full suite of things to help your business grow. Again, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is The Rundown with Ramon. All right, moving forward to tip number 6, how to find good employees. My friend Brian Moran has an amazing newsletter called Small Business Edge, and he talks about that according to a survey from Resume Builder, many companies that can operate with remote workers are instead demanding their staff come back to the office, and 80% of those businesses will track employee office attendance. Point being, it's not easy to hire. And what Brian Moran is saying is keep your eyes open for new workers, or you can advertise on a number of remote job sites like Flex Jobs, We Work Remotely, or Remote Co. So my point is, here's the tip from Brian Moran, and he's exactly right. Whether you're hiring freelancers or employees, you want to always know where you can find talent. As I grow my business, as we grow zoneofgenius.com and other things I'm working on as an entrepreneur that started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, you want to be dialed in to know where you can find more talent, to know where you can find more employees. Because if you don't have people that can serve your customers won't get served. I'm sure you can do some things, especially us smaller businesses, but as you grow, you need a team. You need a team to help you get to the next level. And if you're not hiring smart, you're not hiring properly, you're not hiring to core values, not hiring towards aptitude, and not hiring towards attitude, and not just characteristics, not just a skill set. Skills can be trained. Attitude really can't. So as you're hiring, you also want to find good people in your company who you already like, who already work well, and ask them, who else do you recommend? Who else should we hire who's almost like you? You'll find that people who you hire who are good, they know what other people are. Dave Ramsey, the financial guru, says in his beautiful Southern accent, make sure you hire what did he say? Make sure you don't hire donkeys, hire thoroughbreds. Make sure you don't hire donkeys, hire thoroughbreds. What are you talking about? You hire donkeys, kind of in his metaphor, not so good employees, versus hiring thoroughbreds, good employees. That's what you want to do. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is The Rundown with Ramon. Let me know what you think about hiring employees. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray, Smart Hustle. Let me know how I can serve you. Ding, 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 ding. Should you take the risk? My friend Jason Pfeiffer has an amazing email newsletter at jasonpfeiffer.beehive.com. And he talks about the aspect of risk taking. Listen, I've taken risks much of my adult life. I believe truly the only way to build a successful business is to have some type of risk that you're taking. I get it. Risk taking can be very, very scary. That fear grips you, that fear takes you, that fear causes you to seize up. But risk taking is very important because you can't get to where you want to go always knowing that everything's going to be perfect, because everything won't always be perfect. So Jason Pfeiffer says this: how do you decide? Every decision has two costs, says Jason. When we decide whether to do something, we're really asking ourselves two questions, says Jason. Really interesting points he's making. Listen to this really carefully. The two questions. What is the upside to doing this? That's question number one. What's the benefit? What's going to happen to me if I do it? What's in it for me? But the second question that Jason's saying we should ask, or that are implicitly being asked, and I'm sure you know what it is, what is the downside? What's the downside to what I'm doing, says Jason Pfeiffer. And I think this is really, really good advice, because we have to make decisions all the time. And some of the decisions we make take some risks. But there's one question else that Jason talks about. I've gone through this myself, that is really, really important. And that question is this: what happens if I don't do anything? And that's the cost of inaction. Seth Godin talks about this quite a bit. What happens if I don't do anything? What's the cost of inaction? What's the cost of me staying paralyzed by fear and not doing anything? There is a cost to it. And you don't want to do something that harms you. You don't want to do something that is drastic for you. But sometimes not doing something, you miss out. So you have to ask yourself every day, what's the cost of inaction? What's the benefit? What's the bad thing that could happen to me? Mix all that up and then evaluate it. I've taken a number of risks. I've lost money. I was fired from United Nations. My contract wasn't renewed for being an entrepreneur. Wouldn't stop being an entrepreneur many years ago. And I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't be here today talking to you today on The Rundown with Ramon. Have you ever taken risk before? Have you done thing that was a bit challenging ever before? I'd be curious to know what you think. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Talking about Jason Pfeiffer, his article about taking risk. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, here is business burnout's a real thing. Business burnout is a real thing, and I want you to think about this. If you're slaving away in your business, if you're running your business and you're feeling ragged, you're feeling just tired all the time, you're feeling there's no end in sight, you're always feeling, I encourage you, don't get burned out. Don't run yourself ragged. Don't run your business over and over and over and over and over again, that you have no time for your family, for your kids, for your friends, to do something for yourself, to do something that's meaningful. Business burnout is a real thing. And the only person that suffers with business burnout is you, But it's not just you. It's your family. It's not just your family. It's the people around you who count on you and who need you. Burnout is a real thing. You don't want to be that person late at night that's getting all the work done, that's serving everybody else, and you're feeling deflated. You're feeling flat. You're not feeling the optimal place you can be. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. 30 minutes, we ask, to give you the top 10 things you need to know to live your best life or grow your business. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, and I'm here to serve you, to help you to be the best person you can be, the best version of yourself, as my friend Glenn Lundy talks about all the time. And I don't want you to live a life of burnout. I don't want you to live a life of misery where you look back and realize, hey, what did I accomplish? Ding, 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 ding. There's a big fight happening in Europe, somewhere there, but I thought it was interesting. Kind of some fun news of the day, not really fun, but interesting. There's a big fight happening with Pepsi and a grocery store in called Carrefour, and I believe that grocery store is in France. And Carrefour, which has a chain of European stores, didn't like the prices that Pepsi was giving it. Pepsi wasn't going to sell Carrefour its range of options, which is not just Pepsi, but Lay's, Doritos, Cheetos, Quaker Oats, and other Pepsi products in France, Italy, Spain, and Belgium. So Carrefour said it's no longer going to carry the brands because the pricing is too high. Pepsi's saying, no, we took the goods out of your store because you weren't going to sell at the price we wanted. So there's a big brouhaha. Here's the bottom line. Here's a lesson learned. Not about Pepsi, not about Carrefour. What I want to talk about is you and your business. One of my friends has an amazing book, and I'm going to show this book here live to you, called Ask for More by Alexandra Carter. It all goes back sometimes to negotiation. What do you want? What does the other person want? Are you communicating? They want something. You want something. If the two don't meet, one of you is going to be jacked up. One of you is not going to get what you want, or both of you are going to lose out. So instead of both of you losing out, can't you both negotiate? Yeah, Pepsi's this big billion-trillion-dollar brand, and Carrefour is this smaller chain of stores in Europe. But for the sake of the people you serve, for the sake of your own selfish interest to get more money, maybe, just maybe, a negotiation. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to compromise. Just maybe. Now, I'm not in the deal with Pepsi and Carrefour, but I thought it was pretty cool to bring this out, because how many times in our businesses, maybe things don't go the way we want it? How many times in our businesses, things don't go quite the way we want it to go? Maybe it's time to step up and humble ourselves a bit for the sake of ourselves and for the sake of the people we serve. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. 30 minutes is all we ask. Just about 30 minutes to give you the top 10 tips you need to know to live your best life or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. This is interesting. Is this deceptive advertising? Listen, there was a chocolate company during one of the holidays. They put some images on their chocolate wrapper, and the guy ate it, and he's like, oh, the image that was in the chocolate wrapper wasn't the image. The chocolate that I ate didn't look like the image on the wrapper. And he's suing them for whatever it is about deceptive advertising. Point I'm making for you business owners, be careful how you're advertising. This, you may sound like this case is frivolous, but if you're promising X, Y, Z, and you're only delivering X, Y, you could be in hot water. You're promising A, B, C, and a bag of chips, and you only deliver A, B, C, well, you could be in some serious trouble. So I want you to be cognizant of that. I want you to be aware of that. And I don't want you, the person who's going to be at the end of a lawsuit for deceptive advertising. Now, of course, anybody can sue you for any reason. People can sue you. America's in a, what do they call it? Litigious society. But I don't want you to do something quote unquote stupid that will have you on the short end of the stick and the short end of the law. That's what I don't want you to do. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This has been the Rundown with Ramon. It's been a pleasure to serve you. If you're liking this content, check it out at zoneofgenius.com. And I want you to remember this. As I say on every show, be clear on what you really want in life and in business. Be clear. Get clarity on what makes you happy, what fulfills you, and how you can make a living doing it, who you really want to serve. Get clarity in that. I want you to ask yourself, do you really want to be in business? Ask yourself that question. Do you want to even be in business? It's an important question to ask because everybody doesn't have to be in business. Understand, only on TV, only on Shark Tank is there music and breaks for us business owners, but not in real life. There's no breaks, there's no soundtrack in life or in business. It's just that hustle. It's just you. And sometimes you have to self-motivate yourself. Ask yourself, are you hungry enough to get where you want to be? Do you have that fire, that hunger within you to take things to the next level? If you're not hungry, it's hard to get fed because you're fat and full. Your pricing, I find this hurts small businesses quite a bit. Your pricing. Are you premium? Or are you selling cheap? And last but not least, I want you to ask yourself this. I want you to put this in your mind. What do you do best? Don't copy somebody else's dream. Don't copy somebody else's version of what they're doing. I want you to ask yourself, what do you do best? How can you make the world a better place? How can you do what you need to do and focus on what you do well that nobody else can do? Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, and this has been The Rundown with Ramon, here to serve you, giving you top 10 tips you need to know to build your best life or build your business. We have a great, great day, great evening, great night, depends on where you are in the world, and go make a difference. We need you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. Thanks for listening.